So I'm thinking about my dad as I've been doing a lot recently. And I'm thinking again of how awful I behaved towards him, how completely inconsiderate I was about his situation in life, and how I was selfish. And I think the way I behaved amounted to being evil, and I don't know how to deal with how I feel about myself. I hate myself and my behavior towards my dad. I was so inconsiderate, so uncaring, so unfeeling. I basically, I think, didn't love him. I didn't behave towards him like I loved him. I didn't think about him in that way. I was an absolutely awful child, an awful human being in my behavior towards my dad. And he deserved so much from me, and I didn't give it. I can't believe how badly I behaved, and I can't explain it. It makes no sense to me. I think the only thing I can think of, I, I, I suppose I was unhappy with his physical punishment of me sometimes. But on balance, it was absolutely not a problem. It was just my own selfish thoughts about how I saw it. It's the only thing I thought about rather than it was like he did 99 things brilliantly and one thing badly, and that's the only thing I thought about was the bad thing, and ignored all the rest. I'm doing this publicly for some reason I don't know. I need to be honest with myself and the world, I suppose, about my misbehavior and my uncaring behavior. Absolutely awful. When I look back on it, I just cannot explain how I could be so unfeeling, uncaring, so selfish, so ignorant of his life experience. I didn't understand how the little things I did for him could help so much. I had no appreciation of how valuable I was to him in the things I could do for him. And I did do some things to him for him, but they were just minor things, like going to the shops, buying what he needed, helping him do things around the house sometimes and whatever. Well, my dad was old, he deserved so much, and I should have done more for him. He was born in 1919, so he would have been 70 years old on plus when he was looking after me. And I was born in 73, so he would have been 74 when he had me, which is amazing. And he brought me up by himself because he had some problem with my mum, because she wasn't good to me. I think that was one of the reasons. So he got rid of her because he cared about me. And at his age to look after me, I can't believe he's 74 and he's starting to go after me. It doesn't make sense because I'm struggling now and I'm 47 and I'm finding hard to look after myself now due to my injury. But even without my injury, I'd still feel kind of old. I can't believe what he did for me, and it's just stunning. And for me to not appreciate it and not love him, basically, was just cold and selfish. I really can't explain it. It doesn't make sense at all, and I'm confused and lost and so regretful. can't believe I did not help him in life. I appreciate the help I'm having from staff here, even though staff are not particularly good. But what little help I get is so valuable. And I see now how things I could have done for my father could have helped him so much in life, and I simply didn't realize. And my dad tolerated his mistreatment by me without complaining. He was horrible to me sometimes, but in a completely understandable way. He deserves so much more from me. Why was I cold and unloving towards him? I simply didn't love my father. I did in some sense, but not in a normal, proper, worthwhile sense that he deserved. It's completely inexplicable. And the smoking thing really did get to me for some reason. It was a big problem for me. I can't explain why it was so horrible to me. But even with that, I can't see why I was cold towards him. How could such a great man get nothing from me except the minimum I could get away with? I cannot explain my despicable behaviour. It's complete mystery how I could be so awful and cold. I'm realizing now how valuable it is to get support. It's how important it is in life to have help and support and to rely on others. In my case, I don't see the stuff here at all. I go for days without seeing anyone, except food arrives and it's just there, and they leave me alone. So it is just me in the room with food that arrives, and I have a computer with internet. I have a phone which works to an extent. But I need to be communicating with people. I need to express myself like this. But I can't and I won't forgive myself for my misbehaviour to my dad. Why was I so horrible to him? Why was I so selfish, inconsiderate, uncaring? I'm not an evil person, I would say, but I behaved in an evil fashion for no reason I can understand. I simply didn't realise what I had with the support of my dad. It's completely wrong, and unfair, and unforgivable, basically. I can't see a way to forgive myself for my hateful behaviour towards my dad. My negative thoughts about him, my uncaring behaviour was just selfish and awful. I'm glad to be able to admit this, even publicly, and even though I'll regret it one day. I'm doing it because I want to, because I deserve whatever negative fallout comes from this. But I'm very disappointed in myself, and at his age to not give him a better life is completely unforgivable. I just can't explain.